You have about 3 minutes to live. If you fuck up and get your suit punctured. The old engineer fussed over a few metal toolboxes on his bench. First few seconds. Frostbite sets in the local puncture area. After that, the freezing temperature leaks in and overpowers the suit's ray breather. Usually around the 1-minute mark. Better be holding your breath by that point. You die the moment you can't. Now, here's a challenge for you. He grinned. How would you patch up the environmental suit fast enough to beat the timer? I frowned in thought. A couple ideas floated to my head, but none seemed to fit right. So I did what I do best. I looked for a way to cheat and get an edge. I am betting he pulled everything out for a reason. The answer was probably on his workbench. A square piece of suit fabric caught my attention. A patch. A patch with a sticky surface. Like a really strong sticker. You ray close. But there are some issues with that answer. In most cases, you'll be panicking and not thinking clearly. A patch needs too many steps for your groggy mind to handle. He set down the knife and picked up a strange fat gun off the table. Flipping a switch on it. That's where this comes in. Catch. I caught the heavy gun thing with a slight fumble. Welding lines held together different parts and string tied a circuit chip to the side. The barrel was way too fat compared to sidearms and rifles. Looks weird. Does it really shoot bullets? Nope. It has been modified to fire out superheated glue. It's a hot glue gun. Fast on his feet. He turned on his chair and fired a snot full of glue at the rib. Almost point blank. There. All done. That'll hold off the environment for a few hours. More than enough time to limp back somewhere safe. While I poked the strangely repaired rib. Honoree, I got out of his chair and reached for something big. At the top of the shelf. A spare environmental helmet. It had been built oddly. A glass dome acted as the faceplate for the massive helmet. Normally helmets were made with goggles instead. Harder to break than a massive glass dome. I think he kept that defunct model because it looked weird. When he lifted the helmet off the shelf, the bulky thing knocked down a small avalanche of tools. Actually, he said, rubbing the white whiskers of his beard like a villain would. I think I'll apply my God's-given privilege again, as the only adult here, and have you clean this mess for me. He chuckled darkly. Wait. I turned and scrambled on top of a stack of crates. I took a deep breath and puffed out my chest. I am Keith Winterscar. Of House Winterscar. By authority invested in my caste as a knight retainer. I shan't do your bidding. House Winterscar only had a few hundred members. But we were still an entire rank above engineers and scientists. From my boxy throne with the full authority of my venerable house behind me, I must have been a terrifying sight. Honoree, I broke down laughing. Before I could come up with another way to escape cleanup duty, the helmet was plunked on top of my shoulders. A few button presses later from him and a banshee-like wail rang out in the helmet. The high-pitched alarm hammered frantically in my ears. The air instantly started getting chilly at the same time. This, little man, is the emergency warning. If you ever hear this, you need to move fast. I get it. Can you turn it off now? I yelled at him, the siren almost drowning out my voice. It had gotten uncomfortably cold. A leak. My breath came out as mist. I already did. Honoree, I frowned. You're still hearing it? Yeah? And it's getting really cold too. His hand loomed over the glass dome and tapped on it loudly. You going to have to fix this one all on your own. Just like a real grown-up. Don't worry. It's easy. He smiled and drew closer to the glass. You just need to wake up. Frost bloomed on the outside, coating the glass. I screamed and clawed at the straps. It didn't budge. Too heavy. The weight dragged me onto the floor, my hands still unable to pry the thing off. Wake up, Keith. Or you gonna die. The helmet's protective faceplate finally started to give in. Massive cracks appearing on the dome. "Wake up, Honoree," I said. "Wake up or die." "Boy." The dome shattered. Ice lunged for my throat. I woke with a gasp. My eyes flared open, hyperventilating. I was back in my full adult-sized environmental suit, complete with intact goggles. Honoree, I nowhere to be seen. No glass dome helmet. No workbench. No more memories of my childhood. Cold reality again. The shrill alarm in my suit's helmet continued to beat into my ear, refusing to let me drift back to sleep. Something is wrong with the suit. I need to move fast.